Good evening, Room 207 students. How are you doing? I'm here to read you your nightly chapter of Crenshaw with Rossi, who is awake now but was sleeping a minute ago. And we are back on track with the right chapter, and we are on chapter 36. And yesterday I went back a few chapters to chapter 33 when I had realized I had missed one because it didn't make sense, and I guess what good readers do, they go back and they double check. And so now I'm on chapter 36, and this is the chapter that's right after the pet place where Jackson had stolen a dog cookie for Aretha. And now we're on chapter 36, and he is talking a little bit about stealing. And I'm going to have you ask questions as I'm reading and think about questions about Jackson's motivations and why he is doing the things that he's doing and in this chapter. And okay, I'm going to get started. And when you do your own independent reading, I want you to continue thinking about character motivations when you're reading fiction text and why characters do what they do, and that usually explains a little bit about what kind of person they are. Okay? All right, here we go. Chapter 36. I'd never stolen anything before last spring, except for that unfortunate incident with the yo-yo when I was 5 and used very bad judgment. It was a surprise how good I was at it. It's like when you discover you had an unusual talent, being able to lick your elbow, for instance, or wiggle your ears. I felt like a magician. Now you see it, now you don't. Watch Magic Jackson make this quarter appear from behind your ear. Watch this bubble gum disappear before your eyes. Gum is harder than you'd think. It's the perfect size for slipping into your pocket, but it's usually right next to the place where you pay, so it's easier for a clerk to see when you are up to no good. I'd only shoplift 4 times, twice to get food for Robin and once to get gum for me. And now the dog cookie. I got my start with jars of baby food. Even though she was 5, Robin liked eating it sometimes. The stinky meat kind, not even the fruit goo. We'd stopped. Don't ask me why. I will never understand that girl. We stopped at a Safeway grocery store because Robin had to go to the bathroom. She wanted to get something to eat, but my mom said wait till later. While they went to find the restroom, I wandered down the aisles to kill time, and then I saw the Gerber baby food. I slipped 2 jars of chicken and rice into my pockets, smooth and easy as could be. So here we're going to think, why is Jackson doing that? Doesn't he know it's wrong? Why is he doing that? Nobody seemed to notice. Probably because who would think a kid my age would steal something that looks like brown snot? In the next aisle, I passed a guy from my school with his dad, Paul something. He was pushing their shopping cart. They had a giant snack bag of barbecue potato chips and those lemonade drinks in little boxes and a giant bag of red apples. I waved very casually, and it's not like I'm showing bad judgment or anything kind of wave. Paul waved back. I walked right out the door with Robin and my mom, no sweat. No lightning came down to zap me. No police cars zoomed in with their sirens howling like coyotes. It's a good visual right there. Later, at home, I pretended to find the jars in the back of the cupboard. My mom was really happy, and so was Robin. I was amazed how easy the lying came. It was like turning on a faucet. The words just came right out. I felt guilty for not feeling guilty. I mean, I'd shoplifted. I'd taken something that didn't belong to me. I was a criminal. But I told myself, that is the nature. It's survival of the fittest. So that's how he's justifying it a little bit. It's a part of nature. Eat or be eaten, killed or be killed. They say those things a lot in nature films, right after the lion eats the zebra. Of course, I wasn't a lion. I was a person who knew right from wrong, and stealing was wrong. But here's the truth. I felt crummy about the stealing, but I felt even worse about the lying. If you like facts the way I do, try lying sometime. It'll surprise you how hard it is to do. Still and all, even though I felt lousy, I had fixed a problem. So there's more justifying why he stole. He fixed a problem. Robin was hungry. What does that tell you about Jackson's character? The person that he is. Robin gobbled down the chicken and rice goo so fast that she threw up most of it on my book about cheetahs. I figured maybe that was my punishment. And that's the end of chapter 36. And I want you to think about, why did Jackson do what he did? What kind of struggle was he facing? Because characters usually go through a struggle in books. What was his motivation behind stealing the food? And what was the struggle with lying? Okay, and that's what good readers do. They ask questions as they read to better understand and connect to the text. And I'm going to say good night here, and Rossi's looking at you. You might be ready to get down, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.